Hi lovers, I'm Kayla and this is Love Health Market. If you ask me what my favorite flower to grow is, and I would absolutely without a doubt tell you that it is zinnias. Zinnias are heat tolerant, drought tolerant, and extremely abundant growers. I'm gonna give you everything that you need to know to grow beautiful full blooms all throughout the hottest summer months. Make sure you watch all the way to the end so that you don't miss out on any tips to grow the most beautiful flower garden that you have ever seen. All right, let's go. Zinnias reseed themselves constantly, but I like to clip them when they're at full bloom and collect the seeds. One flower head can have over 100 seeds. I'm exaggerating, but do you see how many seeds this is? All of these little green things are seeds. So you can just take it like this and scatter them throughout the garden. They love to be direct sown. You can also seed them in cells, which is what I plan on doing because I want to be able to space my zinnias most effectively. The zinnias that you see over here actually reseeded themselves. So I didn't plant any of the zinnias that are in this bed, and there's at least 10 plants over here. This will be a beautiful, colorful addition to the garden that also attracts pollinators. So I love the fact that zinnias easily reseed even though they're considered an annual. The zinnias that you see grown over here are being grown in what you could consider a shady location. There's a huge moringa tree here. I have a mulberry growing. There's an olive tree. There's going to be a banana that's going to take up a lot of the sun, as well as a Jamaican cherry. There's a lot of different high canopy structures in this area, and as you can see, the zinnia is thriving. What I've come to learn is that zinnias prefer at least 4 to 6 hours of sun, whether it be direct or dappled, but they can tolerate up to 6 to 8 hours of full sun without any wilting, any fret, any pest issues. So make sure that you get a nice high quality seed. I like to get my seeds from Johnny Seeds. I've tried Baker's Creek as well and have had great success with their zinnias. And you'll have a cut flower garden that you can utilize all summer long. They also will grow during the fall and spring months, but zinnias don't really like the cold, so I wouldn't try and grow them in the winter time. I would use that time to start things like snapdragons or yarrow, things that really do actually prefer those temperatures under 70, 60 degrees. These zinnias, on the other hand, are growing in direct full sun. And I have to say, and you guys can tell me, are these not the prettiest, largest, most vibrant zinnias that you've ever seen? I have so many branches and buds. I clipped from these twice already to make a beautiful flower bouquet, and we're actually going to clip one right now. I start all of my seeds very dense. I put way more than what is recommended in my seed cells and then thin them out after they all germinate. That way I always have an abundance of flowers, an abundance of fruit to choose from. And in the worst case scenario, I have more than what I can eat and I can share with my neighbors. In a best case scenario, in a best case scenario, I have a beautiful garden. I'm able to eat from my garden every day if I want to. There's really no cons in starting a lot of seeds. I found I'm able to have a high density of things growing at once and not have to go and buy transplants, because be honest, you know you done bought some transplants this year. I have too, but I haven't bought nearly as many as I was because starting seeds can be finicky. And a lot of times I feel like starting seeds has been so intimidating for me because I wasn't using the right soil and I wasn't growing the right seeds. Now I'm using revival soil. Look at how that holds up. It's so airy and beautifully enriched. Like, again, this is living soil. If you want to know all of the tea on the soil that I use, definitely check out my video with Revival Gardening. We did a whole tour. They showed me everything that they put in their soil and how it is a living soil versus the soil that you get at the big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. The stuff that, like, you can do everything right with your seeds, but if you don't have the right soil, it's not going to matter. So that has been the major changer in major factor in why my garden is thriving this year. But I also started buying seeds from Johnny Seeds. So all of these seeds that I'm planting of these zinnias are all from Johnny Seeds. And y'all see, I'm just throwing this soil in here. I'm not measuring it. I put my knuckle in to make a little indentation to hold the seeds. But I'm just cascading these seeds in here. I will be thinning them out once they germinate. But I was putting way too much intention in the beginning and not the end. I was babying the heck out of my seeds when I was starting them. And by the time it came to transplant and certain things like that, I had lost steam. When you plant this densely, you don't have a choice but to transplant because they're going to outgrow this space so fast. And then so now you have another job. But when they spend 3-4 weeks in these seed cells, I didn't care to put them in the ground. I was like, oh, I'll get around to it. And I didn't have as many plants. So I was thinking so hard, where am I going to plant this? Now it's like I just throw zinnias everywhere. And it's been the most beautiful journey. These are the Varieties giant zinnias. And these are easily my favorite zinnias that I've ever grown. I highly recommend them more than any other zinnia. I've grown the Queen Lime, the Salmon, the Red Flame something. The Varieties giant are the best. This is my previous zinnia bouquet. I picked this bouquet 2 weeks ago. What bouquet lasts this long and looks this good? I could have added more water and I'm sure these blooms would have stuck it out longer, but now that they've dried, I'm actually gonna use them and save the seeds. So they're beautiful outside the garden, in a vase, and you can save the seeds. I love growing zinnias. Zinnias are a long stem flower, so you can actually make beautiful flower bouquets with them and not worry about the sturdiness. A lot of flowers I grow, like cosmos or snapdragons, the stems aren't very long, and if so, the flowers are very close to the leaves. So it makes it a little more challenging to make a nice looking, neat bouquet. But with zinnias, just clip it, take off these bottom leaves, and you're able to fill out a bouquet so easily and quickly and neatly. Another thing, the more you prune zinnias, the more likely they are to branch off and create new stems. So this zinnia, as you can see, has 1-2 new blooms coming because I clipped it here and I clipped it here. So now this zinnia is becoming more bushy instead of just one long stem like you see here, which when I'm ready to cut this flower, I'll cut it all the way down here, and I have a really long stem for a bouquet. Look at that. Zinnias do prefer to be watered frequently. When I start to see any pest issues with my zinnias, it's because I have drier soil. They love the heat, but they also love to be nourished. And for these beautiful, vibrant petals and these nice, sturdy stems, they need to be able to convert the light that they're getting from all of that sun into food in the soil. So make sure you keep it watered so that they can continue to feed themselves and grow as beautifully as they want to, because really, that's all they want to do. I gotta go on the hunt to the middle to get that flower. By any means. Okay. I'm going to be adding some marigolds to this bouquet and some sunflowers. Make sure you tune in to next week's video so you can learn all about how to grow beautiful, full marigolds. All right, see you there. Happy gardening.